Ladies and gentlemen, big news. This handsome major winner, major MVP of the Copenhagen Major, JL, is back to Tier 1, or I guess just competitive professional CS in general. JL is stepping in for Nerds at their next LAN, Roman Imperium Cup 6. And I mean, I think everyone's excited for this, right? JL's obviously a phenomenal player. He said he was going to step down and take a break. And then everyone was like, no, like, come back, dude. Like, maybe he just got burnt out for a little bit. He wanted to do some other things. He started streaming a lot more. Then he obviously did that analyst desk little stint. No hate. But, everyone was always like, when is he going to come back? Where is he going to come back? Navi seemed like they need somebody. Maybe it's JL. But I think he wanted a good starter and test it out, see how we can do. And I don't think it's a bad idea to step in for Liquid. I don't think anybody is gonna think too much of this, be like, oh, they're gonna go crazy. Maybe JL just goes insane, fixes the team, and they go to the major. That would be insane, because we'll look in a little bit, they are very close to not going to the major. Not looking good for Liquid right now, but maybe JL can step in and just dominate and get a couple good placements at some tournaments, beat some good teams. Then, maybe they're in good contention for going to the major, right? If we scroll down here, JL actually makes a statement about it, and HLTV actually confirmed this before he said anything, which is pretty funny. But he says in this tweet, it's confirmed by HLTV, yes, I will be standing in for Liquid in their upcoming LAN. I know how important VRS points are for them right now, and I will do my absolute best to help my best friend Flashy. Happy to be back, even though it's not for long. We'll see about that. It's cool that him and Flashy are kind of getting back into the same camp. Obviously, Flashy was the assistant coach for that major winning Navi team, and now he's obviously head coach of Liquid. I guess it'll be pretty cool for him to, come back to sort of, the same camp. Maybe there are going to be some regiments that are the same, but he says happy to be back, even though it's not for long. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, man. If you're taking this opportunity, especially because let's just look at the Roman Imperium Cup real quick. I mean, you got Liquid, you got BC Game, NIP, M80, Eyeballers, 9. Cadian's going to be there. Bestia's going to be there. Alliance. These are bad teams. And especially with the way Liquid's been looking recently, I don't think this is going to be a walk in a park for them. But I would love to see how it goes, especially with JL. He's not going to just be facing not good teams, right? He's going to be facing, teams that have proven themselves and played at majors, So it's going to be a good test for him, I think. It's going to be cool to see, if he can not really pick up where he left off, but if you can still see the glimpses of, prime JL, or if he's going to be like, okay, I got to work on this. But if we go back to the HLTV news, this guy on XFin actually made a little Excel spreadsheet maybe, or just some sort of spreadsheet, basically about the updated VRS race predictions to IEM Cologne. And there's a lot of changes with Liquid and 3D Max's schedule change. So if we go to this guy's post and we look over here, teams not currently predicted to qualify are below. And then everyone on the red is, the major race, who's going to really make it to the major. Liquid are obviously going to Rotterdam. Chance to make the major, 60.5. I mean, it's close here. Some good wins by, 2 or 3 of these guys. If Liquid don't do good at Roman Imperium and Rotterdam, I think it's going to be really hard for them. I don't think they're losing anything with JL coming in. He's obviously a great rifler, but another thing to say as well, I think, is that even though Nertz is the one that's going to be, put on the bench or whatever, I don't think he is the problem. I don't think this is like we got to get this guy out of here because he's the one not helping the team. I think it's the whole team. This whole team is not looking like anything promising is going to be happening. Obviously before the JL stint, but I mean, I don't think one player is really going to change anything unless JL just comes in and just fries everybody. But there hasn't been many one player switches that has really worked out So this is just, something that they can just be like, hey, let's try it. If it doesn't work, we're at the same situation that we were in before. And if it does work, then we're the smartest people ever, right? But it's going to be really cool to see Jail back on the server, though. And I hope it really does good. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you in the next one.